Hey everyone, it's Ryan from Fruit Produced, and today we're going to be talking about Wonderstuck's upcoming game, Boundless. Now normally I wouldn't make a preview for a game I have had hands-on experience playing, but seeing as how what I've played is only pre-alpha and I would feel bad for judging so early in a game's production, this is a looking forward to. So thank you for joining me as I look forward to Boundless. Boundless is a sandbox-style RPG who is pretty clearly ripping off Minecraft, but in like a good way. Like it's not like a bad rip-off. Like you're not like, hey, this is clearly a stolen idea. It's like, hey, you took what we liked and you sprinkled some tasty sauce on it. Now, I've always been a huge fan of Minecraft. I think most people of my generation have enjoyed the game. So news of Boundless made me happy to say the least. But you guys know me. I am a pessimist. So as always, I'm going to fear the worst. And I was a little, and I'm still a little afraid. I'm less afraid now that I've gotten a hands-on with this game. But before I was like, they're pushing it. I don't know how much I'm gonna like it. It seemed as though it could be one of those failed attempt to catch that lightning in a bottle again. But that's not what it is so far. It kind of takes the basic principles of several games and seamlessly meshes them into an amazing creation. I was reading an article and I watched an interview in which one of the creators, I cannot remember his name, I'm sorry that I can't give him a shout out, he essentially said that they tried to take the community feeling of EVE Online, which has been one of my favorite games forever, clearly the aesthetic style of Minecraft, and then sort of the craziness of Just Cause. And hearing this after literally just finishing Just Cause 3, it made me pretty excited to hear that. So, Boundless feels as though it's attempting to jump on to the exploration bandwagon, because we have games like No Man's Sky and stuff like that coming out. But it's giving you like this really awesome assortment of tools, like you have grappling hooks and amazing shit like that. And it kind of makes you want to say hi to other players, especially portals. I'll get to talk about that later, but you could sort of just be like, oh shit, I'm in a whole new world. Like, imagine if you did that in your daily life. Imagine if you open the door and then boom, Saudi Arabia. I mean, that probably happens if you live in Saudi Arabia, but for me, it does not. I live in Richmond. I never walk outside and see Saudi Arabia. When you start, you're dropped into a completely random world. I thought this was really cool because I actually played it right next to a friend who was playing it because we were going to play together. I was dropped into like the middle of the wilderness. I had to Liam Neeson fight wolves. They weren't wolves. They were kind of wolf-ish. Whereas my friend, he was dropped into a highly populated desert. This sort of change of experience is really nice to see in a game because it makes you feel like you're unique. It's like, I'm from the wilderness, and then you associate with people who, like, their characters grew up in the wilderness, and you're like, yeah, fuck those guys from the city. And those guys from the city are like, ooh, look at those stupid wilderness animals. But you know how to hunt, so fuck those guys. Now, this is also really cool because it gives me I love to make up backstories for characters in games where I can create them. I did it a lot with Dark Souls, and I've been doing it a lot with this game. So I made up this backstory, and in the game, you can actually make a fair amount of money being just a lowly trader. So I was like, I'm just going to be a lowly trader with a sizable and humble shop. And my friend, he was like, well, I'm going to become a warlord who hunts titans and conquers worlds. And then he blew up my shop. So now you may be wondering whether or not you're stuck on your world. I kind of answered this. No! You were totally not. You can just make you cut a hole in time and then you're like, now I'm somewhere else. It's pretty rad. The portals can essentially take you anywhere in the galaxy. This really is sort of where the game gets its sensation of a massive connected universe. They're an awesome addition. I wish they would put them in Minecraft. Like you could be like, oh, I'm in the Nether Realm, but I went to hell. But like that wasn't fun enough for me to really appreciate it. Whereas in this game, I really appreciate what they did. It feels good. It's like, oh man, look at this hole, and then boom, whole other planet. Or as I said before, boom, Saudi Arabia. But it is a lot like Minecraft, and if you go into it thinking like, I'm gonna get a whole different experience, I'm tired of fucking... Essentially, if you hate Minecraft, don't fucking play this game, okay? Like, I mean, it might turn you around to block-based RPGs, but it probably won't. If you hate Minecraft, probably stay clear. There are some pretty obvious parallels besides the blocky landscapes. The biggest parallel I can draw from it is the way you gather resources. It's the exact same. It's like I'm either gonna drill a hole straight down, or I'm gonna run around until I see a cave, and I'm gonna fight some shit, and then I'm gonna get the gold, and then I'm gonna get the girl, and then I'm gonna leave. I got the 2 things I wanted. So that hasn't changed, really. Wonderstuck plans on adding new tools and stuff. Right now, yet again, it's pre-alpha. Like, you are playing a buggy game if you go play it right now. So if you're someone like me who likes finished products, it probably will turn you off. But I felt like I had to play it to talk about it. I played it. I had a good time. There were definitely some bugs. But, like, on top of the collecting aspect, there is combat. It promises to have, like, hundreds and hundreds of enemies, and the procedurally created worlds essentially leads to, like, billions of enemies you can fight. The coolest thing is that every world has a titan. You can see this in the trailer. I didn't know what it was when I first saw it. It's just giant, massive, like, fortress of death. And it's like, yeah, brah, get like 7 of your closest friends and come back. Yeah, you are too puny for this titanly goodness. And I dug that. I was like, awesome. They're like mini raids. It's like, for someone who liked World of Warcraft, I was like, yeah, mini raid. Me and my friend could not handle it by ourselves. We got massacred. In Titans, like, essentially the reward for, like, beating them and getting further into them is you can mine these resources that give you the ability to make your own sort of, like, hovering structures. And I thought that's pretty legit. It's like, oh shit, dude. I have my own hovering structure. I am a god now. I sit upon Olympus. So in summary, Boundless is a Minecraft-ish game that looks to add even more amazing features to an already impressive base game. It's looking to be released for both PS4 and PC, and is hoping to add cross-platform play. Now that's really cool, because I love my PS4 and I love my PC, and now they can have a Boundless baby, and that's even cooler. I'm hoping they do it. They said they're looking to. I don't know. Like, I'm sure somewhere in development process, they'll get really pissed off, and they'll just throw it at the ground, kind of like me when I try to follow any Bob Ross painting. It's really hard. Fucking do it one day. Just, like, sit there on Saturday and go, I'm gonna paint like Bob Ross. You can't do it. There's currently no final release date. Back on topic. But if you're eager, you can play the early access version on Steam right now. That's if you have a PC. If you want to play it on PS4, you have to wait, which might be better, because most console players don't really like glitchy games. Needless to say, Boundless by Wonderstuck is definitely one to look forward to. If you like that video, make sure to smash that like button, and feel free and encouraged to check out my previous Let's Play video. It's really not that good, though. I gotta warn you. Like, as a friend, as me to you, I'm not that funny. I'm really not. So I couldn't... Filling 40 minutes of playing it... If you want to see what Fallout's like, you can just mute the video and then watch me play. And then you'll see the game. If you really like hearing me talk, then you can click it, you turn volume up, you turn it down, you spin it around, whatever you want. And be sure to tune in for more previews, reviews, and discussions on everything pop culture and gaming has to offer. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, because those subscribes mean a lot to me. I look at them and I'm like, oh, look at this little baby subscriber, and I cheer. You can even just message me or message Hunter, and she'll be like, yeah, Ryan cheers. And she can confirm for a fact that if you subscribe, I cheer. I'm going to stop talking now. Thanks for watching, everybody.